Welcome to Review-O-Meter. I'm your host, Natalie. Thank you for all you hot doggers for listening into this podcast where we watch 4 random titles and rank them within one random theme. This month, our theme is Disney Channel series on Disney+. Joining me today via Discord, we have Caesar.
Hello.
Our assistant to the regional host. And we're with a few other friends. There's Peter.
What's up?
And lastly, Kevin.
I don't like that, but
Damn.
how you doing?
I don't like. Damn, that's really damn.
Welcome to Review-O-Meter. I'm your host, Kevin. Thank you all you hot doggers for listening in to this podcast where we watch 4 random titles and rank them with one random theme. This month, our theme is Disney Channel series on Disney+. Joining me today via Discord, we have Caesar, our regional assistant, our assistant to a regional host, and we're with a few other friends. There's Peter.
I've been hijacked by my own show. Or yes,
And
on my show.
and Natalie.
Hello.
Welcome to Review-O-Meter. I'm your host Caesar. Thank you to all you hot doggers for listening to this amazing podcast where we watch 4 random titles and rank them within one random theme. This month, our theme is Disney Channel series on Disney+. Joining me today via Discord, we have an amazing group. We have Peter, my assistant to me.
Oh, don't say it like that.
We have Peter, an assistant.
I've been down. I've been demoted.
We
We had
have
a mutiny.
we have Kevin, one of our amazing co-hosts.
Hey, I'm better than Peter.
And then we have, finally, but surely not leastly, Natalie, who will potentially be a co-host in the upcoming future.
Saving the best for last.
Boom!
Alright,
Should I
Peter.
even still do this?
Do your thing.
Okay. I'm so tired.
Just know that the 3 of us can do what you're about to do.
Well, damn.
I say that out of love.
I mean, I guess in the future, I can have you guys read the scripts and introduce me, saving the best for last. But I'm just gonna move on. Welcome to Review-O-Meter. I'm your host, Peter. Thank you all you hot doggers for listening into this podcast where we watch 4 random titles and rank them within one random theme. This month, our theme is Disney Channel series on Disney+. Joining me today via Discord, we have Caesar, our assistant to the regional host.
I'm serious. Don't call me Shirley.
I don't get what that reference is. Anyways, we have Kevin, one of our co-hosts.
What's up? Input reference here.
And lastly, one other friend we have, Natalie. Hi, Natalie. How's it going?
You didn't let me. Oh, hi.
I didn't let you what?
I didn't realize you were gonna continue, so I kind of.
Yeah, why'd you ask her how she was doing? You got to ask her afterwards.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a rule book saying that?
I mean, there isn't, but that's usually...
Is that Talk Show 101?
No, it's not. I mean, I'm just saying...
It's common courtesy.
So I do that now. How are you doing here?
After, says like, hi,
How's the weather?
Hot, unless you count the AC inside.
Anyways, before we activate the shuffler, I would like to remind everyone in this group chat that we have reshuffle cards. Everyone here has a reshuffle card. These cards are Christmas gifts. They were Christmas gifts to all of you who has ever joined Review-O-Meter before the end of the year. So each one of you have one. And remember, you can only use your reshuffle card once. Just like how Bailey did. Bailey's not here, so that's why I say each of you already have one. But only one.
What do you use it on?
We had Pair of Kings, and then he reshuffled, and we got Girl Meets World.
Oh.
Okay, it has now come to that time for us to activate the Review-O-Meter Shuffler and see which title we will be reviewing. And it broke. Oh, jeez. Caesar!
Oh, hey! Kevin, can you help give me some assistance right here?
I unfortunately don't know how to work this thing, so you're on your own, bud.
I'll actually show you real quick. Okay, you do this and this and this. You got it?
Yeah. All right.
Ready? And... oh!
There we go.
Hey, nice.
Thank you guys so much for fixing it. Peter, let's give it another go.
And the winner is...
Even Steven!
Oh,
Hell yeah,
what?
brother.
Even Steven!
Even
Hell
Stevens.
yes.
Yo! this is gonna be wow.
Oh my gosh, what if it was the movie? That would have been even cooler.
It's the series only. The movie counts as a decom.
Curses.
Alright, so, Natalie, I need you to open up Google and write generate numbers between 1 through 3.
3.
Alright, we are going to season 3, and there are 22 episodes, so I need you to do the same between the numbers 1 through 22.
13.
13. The episode is called Dirty Work.
Oh.
Ooh.
What? I mean, love that.
Principal Wexler.
Principal Wexler gives Ren the tough job of shutting down her brother's pancake scam. So as I promised before, we watched 2 episodes when we review the series. So we have the options of picking episode 12 to watch before this, or episode 14, the one right after. So episode 12 is titled The King's Sloppy, and episode 14 is Boy on a Rock. Let's take a vote. If you want to watch episode 12 and 13, say aye.
I.
Oh, that's already an even one. Ha, even Stevens.
Uh,
I honestly have no, I don't care. So
yeah, same.
that's fine. Okay, so then it's not so much even Stevens. There we go. So we'll watch episode 12 and 13. So the King Sloppy and Dirty Work. What do you all know about Even Stevens?
I know that a person is going to be in Transformers. Well, it wasn't Transformers when that series.
And
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
yeah,
Shia LaBeouf. LaBeouf.
I mean Transformers, sure, but I mean, who really gives a crap? Holes though, Holes.
That too. Classic.
I'm tired of this, daddy.
And him and his sister do not get along at all.
No, and the sister Christy Carlson Romano is also the voice of Kim Possible.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
She also currently has like a YouTube channel where she constantly vlogs, where she talks about her memories of working on this show as a child actor. And she really opens up about, how that whole experience was for her. I believe she will even have certain co-stars or even just other Disney Channel celebrities
Romano?
come in. What?
Oh, sorry. She's like pretty popping on YouTube.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
TikTok.
So you're telling me that when we post this episode on YouTube, we should, kind of tag her in the description, maybe?
I mean, we can put her as a tag, but I don't know how YouTube works, honestly.
Or
With
tag
tagging.
her on social media, because she probably has social media.
Ooh, I mean, we don't really have to. I don't want to be a nuisance on her life with our dumb show, even though it's a great show.
Hey! Why are you calling us a dumb show? We're a very diverse show. We give educational takes and then political takes, and then sometimes in the middle of that we give like actual movie takes. So I don't know about dumb. Seems a little strong. So that's just me.
All right,
Anyways.
that's fair. So yeah, Even Stevens. Yeah, I used to watch the show. Not religiously, honestly. It's still a great show. I know we already watched. We watched You Wish earlier, which had Twitty, right? Or is it Tawny? Twitty?
I think all of them. No, wait. Twitty.
Yeah, Twitty.
Yeah.
My memory is a little vague of this show, though. But the movie I really remember watching all the time.
Yeah, I remember the movie and the Halloween special.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that one. And their Hanukkah special.
And
It was a good show. It's
fine.
fine. Yeah.
Or sorry, the Hanukkah special with the Christmas.
Yeah. Holiday special. Holiday.
Yeah, all these.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stick around and we'll come back with our thoughts and reviews of Even Stevens after these messages.
Hey, good morning, younglings. Guess what I found in the market today?
Blue milk! Yay!
But this was the last bottle left in Black Spire, so you're gonna have to share.
But there's barely enough to fill 2 glasses.
Then we'll try a hack I see the Batu toys do all the time.
No No, that's the green milk.
There, 2 full glasses mixed with both flavors.
Ew.
What do you think, younglings? Even Steven?
Even Stevens.
Attaboys.
Hi, Craig.
And we're back for watching.
What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. Wait. You know, we're
I
all
was
gonna
just
take our
interrupted.
turn. No, we're all
Oh,
gonna take our
no.
turns.
Why?
And now we're back from watching Even Stevens season 3, episode 12 and 13.
Anyone else would like to give it a try? Natalie?
And now we're back from watching Even Stevens season 3, episode 12 and
Do the
13.
same thing I did.
And we're back from watching Even Steven season 3,
whoa.
episode 12, The
Whoa,
Sloppy
whoa,
King,
wait.
and episode 13, Dirty Work. There.
I don't get a tryout? Wow.
You were the one that interrupted me first. What are you talking
I
about?
didn't get to say the episodes. Okay.
No. We're Even Stevens here.
Welcome back from watching Even Stevens, season 3, episodes 12 and 13. This is the podcast you want to listen to.
That was
You
not
see,
Even Stevens right
We
there.
were Even Stevens, and now you just one-upped us. Okay, let's just talk about these episodes. The Sloppy King. That was the first episode we watched. So episode 12, The Sloppy King.
That episode had really uncomfortable close-ups to a grown man eating a burger that was the size of his face.
Yeah, that made me really uncomfortable. And then
That
I
was gross.
assumed he died from a heart attack or a coronary heart attack. That's what it's called, from eating too much beef and cheese and ketchup.
Bread, yeah.
So in
Yeah.
this episode, the daughter of the Duke of England was visiting their school, and the principal left Ren in charge. That's Shia LaBeouf's sister, Ren. She was
The
left in
Knights of
charge to what?
Nothing. Go on.
Ah, I
What?
heard what you said. I heard what you said.
Gotta be
Yes,
honest,
the Knights of Ren.
every time I heard Ren, I was like, wait, Kylo's in this show?
Can you imagine if the Duke of England honors her as a knight, and then she becomes the Knight of Ren?
That'd be perfect. That'd be
Anyways,
great.
so this teenage daughter is visiting the school, and it's Ren's job to show her around of all the best historic locations of not just historic, but just traditional American stuff around their town, which honestly, for their town, sucks. And this girl doesn't even want to be so involved in the classy traditional way of America, having full-on feasts for dinner of all the different states. That's apparently what they were doing. Okay, you're overdoing it, and she can clearly tell that you're all are overdoing it. So what she was mostly interested in was flirting with what's his name again? Steven? No.
Lewis.
Louis.
Why am I saying Steve? Okay, brain fart.
Oh, also, though, I want to pick up on that. When I was little, I always thought his name was Steven,
Thought
like
that
5
too.
or whatever, because the show's Even Steven. I'm like, oh, it's
Their last
last
name, right?
name, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
So don't worry, I understand the mistake.
Brain fart. Senior moment.
It
So
happens
Lewis
when you go to the
was
beach.
totally hitting on this girl and pretty much persuaded her to sneak out to this restaurant where I guess it was all cowboy themed. I don't know if they're in Texas. I think they said they're in Texas. I could be
Restaurant or
wrong.
no, they're not located in Texas. I believe it's California.
Okay. Well, this is definitely a very Texas cowboy style themed restaurant. And what was going on was Lewis and Twitty were entering in a competition, not a competition, but just in this special where you can order a giant ass burger. And if you finish it within 1 hour, only using one restroom break and not puking, you don't have to pay the full $75 for that burger. And Twitty and Lewis had the diabolical idea to just dress up as the same person. So when they do the one restroom break, they can just kind of tag team it. And they pretty much fail because they pretty much got caught by security. But then the girl shows up there and eats it herself. And I'm sorry, but you're right. That whole scene of everyone eating those giant ass disgusting burgers was a little too much and too disgusting.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a big burger, but literally the unnecessary tied up shots of someone's face, the burger in your
Yeah.
mouth, really, really uncomfortable, like literally way too much, especially for like a Disney Channel series.
Burgers and cowboys.
And
Can't
then
get
you have
any
like
more American.
you have like that the ground meat from the burger all just like mushed up and
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I could fuck up a burger like that. No lie.
America.
100%. Supersize meat. No.
Super Size Me was also very disgusting, and I heard the guy actually died.
Did he?
Yeah, or he suffers from like health problems now after eating McDonald's every day.
I
He is alive. That guy
am
is
gonna
alive.
look this up.
He's alive.
This is the guy that eats like 7 Big Macs a day, right?
Well, he did the challenge that ate 7 Big Macs a day, and
Yeah, for like a month.
And like, if
Then-
they ever asked him to if he would like to supersize it, he had to say yes.
Wow.
funny enough, they did do a sequel to that movie called Super Size Me 2. Holy chicken!
He is alive and well. Oh, okay. Wow. Did not need to know that. Want to know what happened to him?
More what Super Size guy? No, I saw it. It's very inappropriate, so I read it.
I want to know what happened to him.
God.
He stepped down from his production company after admitting having committed misconduct in his past.
Keep it like that.
There you go.
What did he
Anyways, I don't know. Back to our segment.
Back to Even Steven.
Honestly,
even.
this was a fun episode. I thought the comedy works pretty well. I think the pacing of the show in these episodes was really well done. I think like the editing really helps out with the comedy. It's not the kind of sitcom where there's a laugh track or anything, so it really needs to try hard to make it funny, because like in sitcoms, laugh tracks, they use laugh tracks to kind of like give it that this is a funny scene, this is a funny joke in your head, so you can kind of think, oh well, laughter, incorporate
But-
that with being funny. But in this, they kind of have to work for it.
That
So-
and they also use like the music and the sounds. They added in.
Yeah.
Like if you ever watch Johnny Test, there's like
Yeah.
a lot of extra sound that they add in for like one scene.
Very percussion-y style. I know Lizzie McGuire did it. I know Big Time Rush would do it. The like whenever scenes are transitioning or moving fast, you hear the boom boom.
Can we talk
Or even
about
when-
Victoria's transitions?
sick-
Because those were intense.
Oh,
But those were just like regular laugh track sitcoms. What transitions?
Okay, can I share my
Sing it.
screen?
Sing it.
No, like
are
in-
you listening? Hear
no,
me
you have
talk.
to see it because, like, for example, when Kat was admitted into the mental institute, like literally, it went like drums, and then like they kind of put flashing on like on the medical institution sign, and then also like they had everyone like running fast back, like they speeded up the walking. That's why I said you need a visual. I can't really describe it very well.
If you find the link, share it.
So visual
That's what I was trying to
transition.
do.
But
That's
I
like-
will say, I just remember
Yeah.
the peer pad and their tweeting or whatever. Remember that?
Yep.
That was fun.
You know we're on Disney Channel here, not Nickelodeon.
Wasn't that Nickelodeon? I thought it wasn't.
Even Stevens?
That is
See, we're
definitely
on-
Disney after we watched it on Disney
I think
Plus.
Yeah.
you watched it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
That's even a joke.
Wow. Not really much of a
uh,
land.
That's fine.
Haha, but if I had my soundboard open.
This show needs a laugh track now.
Imagine
Oh,
that'd be-
I will pull up my
God.
soundboard right now.
Do it.
Trust me, I'm making this as popping as we can. But the green screen, remember that green screen?
Oh, that was bad.
Oh my god,
Remember
that
that?
was terrible. Oh my goodness, the way. Oh
Okay, I
my
want to show
God.
you guys. Ready?
You know you have your background on, so if you're gonna show us through your phone.
I realized. Sorry, I realized that afterwards. I was like, wait, let me go ahead and change it.
All right.
It's not. Yeah, the green screen was really bad. Like they
I
were
am
trying-
guessing you guys already started.
No, not.
What?
Hiroki said that.
Oh, join.
Probably.
Oh,
Are you guys
shush.
ready?
Didn't hit play. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember those transitions. Yep. Okay, now I know what you're
So
talking.
very
I meant
it's
like
just speeding
that.
it up. Yeah. I'm thinking about more of like Hannah Montana though. The ones that go like
Oh, whoa,
yeah. Yeah. But that's not the same as this. And even Stevens, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a transition. It could just be like a very zany moment, and they're using auxiliary instruments to really help fasten the pace and make it seem a little bit more wackier. I think that's pretty cool. Makes it kind of fun.
I needed to. Anyways, continue.
Yeah,
Um,
those green screens were terrible. It reminded me of Rip Girls when they had the
Oh, it was
veil
worse.
in the background. Terrible. My goodness.
This was worse because anytime like the video of the background zoomed in, the characters still stayed the same. So like they're supposed to be walking around all these landmarks, but it's so fake, and I'm not really too bothered by it. But wow, I don't even think they tried for their time.
Hey, I want to say I give the actors A for effort to be acting like they're in that place where it's just looking at a blue or green screen and they're just like, "Oh my God, look at that! Look over there! That the giant monument." I think that's kind of funny.
The acting overall was pretty alright. I think everyone overacted in their reactions, but at the same time in this kind of show, it's just that type of environment of a show that really kind of needs you to, because like I said, it's just that silly. But again, these people go off to be big actors, so it's fine. Well,
The cannibal
mainly just Shia LaBeouf, so yeah.
Yeah. Some
plagiarism.
robots.
Robots. Optimus.
Should I say Decepticons or Autobots?
Optimus.
I thought that bit he was doing, portraying as the what was the guy? The name of the Steve Hoffenberger, whatever.
Oh, Mike Hoffenberger or Hoffen
Yeah,
something.
something.
It was like Mike something. I know that.
Yeah, so he and Twitty were dressed as the same dude, so they can do the switcheroo. That was funny. He totally looked like some sort of Billy Mays style guy.
One thing with the show with like Lewis or Shia LaBeouf's character, I find it like this is one thing that I've always like got annoyed because like his character is supposed to be like really childish all the time, never takes anything serious, but then like whenever his friends do something can change. I'm
They
like,
have
Can we talk about the fashion that they were not giving in the show? Like, I'm not gonna lie, the second episode we watched with Ren, when she was like standing and like the door, I want to like give you guys like a visual of what it looked like. Hold on.
you realize this was like 2003.
you do realize just okay, yeah, look at the picture of what's her name?
Yeah. I realize this is a podcast, but I want you guys to know he kind of looked like Slenderman standing there.
You know what bothers me that I always kind of never really liked about this show? The intro.
The intro.
The
I like the
claymation's just
claymation.
weird to me. It's
Uh,
always been freaky.
yeah, no, it always has been.
Surprised Lucasfilm never sued them for the lightsabers use. And now,
I mean,
look who has the high ground.
I was gonna say, now you know that
And hello.
property.
Who has the high ground? That was a good joke, Peter. Very good joke.
Are you searching for the laugh track?
Oh, it didn't play through? I just played it.
No, it did not.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
I kept playing.
Optimus.
No, your robot voice just turned on.
I know.
Nice try, voice mod.
Nice try.
I want to talk about the second episode now. And in this one, Ren basically plays as the goody two shoes teacher's pet for the principal. Literally, supposedly the principal's assistant. I don't know why she's the principal's assistant and doing all these actual, job responsibilities that the principal should be doing. I mean, that's honestly what the show touches up on. That she's basically doing the principal's job. She kind of likes it, but then she also fights back. Yeah.
Question. I've never actually until now. Were they in high school or middle school?
I'm gonna go with if they're like up north, I'm gonna assume that's like secondary school. Just because like the one girl, she was just like, "Hey, it's okay to repeat the seventh grade." Lots of people do it. Now you know it. Now you're not gonna be surprised.
I think it was probably middle school.
Okay.
But it also depends on where they're at too.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
for where I grew up, middle school didn't start until 7th grade. It was only 7th and 8th grade.
Oh, ours was 6, 7, 8.
Same.
Yeah, that tends to be the norm. Like, I remember that being a thing throughout TV.
But were you guys? I know my school did like teaching assistants. Like I back in 8th grade. Yeah, I was PE assistant. Basically, just equipment. I know, like if you were for other grade papers and stuff like that. Did you ever have that?
Yeah, I know. At least I think in middle school and high school, I remember I saw some students who did that for like extra credit towards like the class. It wasn't like optional for
Oh.
the students. Yeah.
No, it was like a whole period.
Okay.
I remember they
I
took me.
was a student assistant in high school my senior year. I would literally go to one class and just sit around and grade papers.
Yeah, because like mine, the only reason I became that is because they were like trimming down on the classes. They couldn't have like 30 plus people in a class. So like, yeah, do you want to still be in Spanish? I'm like, I don't really care for it. They took me out.
I was in band, so I wouldn't really consider myself to be the student assistant for the band director, but my other close friends were, so yeah, I can see. But even then, they were doing things that I think that was beyond their actual responsibilities that they were,
That was a
you know,
literal assistant
they didn't mind
job.
doing though, you know. But like Ren, she was totally doing these actual career jobs like that she has no authority to do, like fire the janitor. And
do-
okay, we have to
I
talk
do
about that
like how
soon, huh?
I like how she called it out though. She's like, yeah, I'm not supposed to be doing this.
Is that a child labor violation? That should be.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Especially
I
when
liked
she's
how she fired the janitor though. That was
Yeah.
funny. And the janitor was like, "Oh, these are I've never had kids myself. I love it here. These are my kids." And totally calls one random student by the wrong name, and that was funny. That was funny.
I had to tell your mom. I had to call your mom and tell her whatever. Oh, but I like when she became the coach's assistant. She's fixing his car.
In his car, actually, he has any appointments? Like, you never have appointments. What are you talking about?
I mean, she wasn't doing anything different, honestly, because with the principal, I'm sure he made her wash his car, and the coach just needs mechanic repair on the car.
Seems a little much like more than washing the car, more complicated.
Wow, I don't know what kind of credit she's gonna get out of this, but
Yes.
her college application should be stacked.
If she in an Ivy League school, I don't know what's wrong.
She's gonna have a lot of recommendations. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
I just want to say, why was she so happy to have her desk right outside his house?
His house.
House.
My
You mean the
apologies, his office.
Yeah.
That would be so.
Like, I just can't believe she was really waiting for him. He took the coach's parking spot, made the coach park half a block away from his school, and then on top of it, had her standing there with a red velvet stanchion, like
Yeah.
it was royalty. And I'm
He
just like,
played the
that's
coach dirty.
child labor.
I mean, they should have done that the episode before with Jane coming in from Britain, UK. I mean, she was the
England.
Tomato. Tomato.
Don't forget the lumberjacks. Come on.
Oh, the lumberjacks. Oh, we are the lumberjacks.
The lumberjack club. So yeah, Lewis's storyline in the second episode was that he had a lumberjack club, which literally was just eating pancakes every day at school, and the school got to fund it. So the principal asked Ren if she could shut down Lewis's club, and I guess Lewis worked hard to do some sort of presentation, which is a requirement for all clubs. So that was funny.
They had pancake on a stick. Who does pancake on a stick? I never heard of such a thing.
I don't know, but I could fuck up some pancakes right now too. You can tell I'm hungry.
This podcast episode is sponsored by Eggos, where you can get your pancakes now on a stick.
It's not.
Ooh.
That's waffles, but okay. This
No.
show's actually sponsored by IHOP, the International House of Pancakes. Go to IHOP.
No, it's actually IHOP, International House of Burgers. Henceforth, the first episode.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah.
These two episodes are very America. You
There
know,
you go.
you have the first one that represents America's sloppiness, and then the second episode represents America's kiss ass, because you gotta kiss ass to really go places. However, the best part about that second episode was it wasn't necessarily about kissing up and like continuing kissing up to get what you want, but to also know when you're being taken advantage of by your higher ups who expect you to kiss ass, like the principal was totally doing to Ren. That's America.
There you go. Well said. I would play the soundboard, but it's not working. So I'm gonna clap for you. It doesn't work. Okay. Let's see. Slow clap. Will that work?
And you can relate this episode to what's going on now in the country.
Yeah, it ain't working. That's funny.
You know,
But,
I think I just said it. What I said was pretty well said. So that's my overall synopsis of these two episodes that we watched.
They're American
really
episodes.
well done.
I honestly enjoyed myself watching them, though. They were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, these were good episodes. I know that doesn't really feel like there's a lot to talk about. I I think my mindset right now is just more focused on like, okay, what's some bulletins that we need to bring up for the podcast. But in reality, we should just. I'm trying to find actual things just to have as an organic, natural conversation with friends, you know. But in this, it's just we're explaining what we watched, and we're like agreeing. Well, it was good. Yeah, I like that scene. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Never talked about the Chinese cowboy.
Oh, the store manager or owner.
Of the cowboy restaurant in the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was some Asian guy wearing a cowboy hat.
He was the manager of
But-
King Sloppy, yes. And I'm just like wondering, like, how did he come to like decide? Okay, I'm gonna run this restaurant that is gonna do these like impossible eating challenges. I'm gonna do that, yeah.
Sometimes between graduating year and college, you find yourself finding your passion. His was supersized burgers and cowboy memorabilia,
I mean,
and there you go.
he really like breaking the stereotype because any person would be like, oh, why is he not doing like a Chinese restaurant, doing cowboy, and doing American burgers?
Hey, now maybe
Whoa,
he's
whoa.
full blood cowboy.
Oh, that's true. I know.
Knew no other life, you
that is-
know.
What if he was even Chinese? What if he was actually, hear me out, Mexican? Because there's a lot of Mexicans
Oh.
in Texas.
Oh,
Yeah.
And also, if you haven't noticed, Mexicans kind of like favor Asians just because they are descendants of the Mayans. Just saying. But anyways, continue.
Yeah. Fuck it up, Chief.
I got Mayan in me, being
is-
Guatemalan and all.
I got
Exactly.
nothing.
What'd you just say, Natalie?
I said I believe you.
Oh,
Would you?
you, I don't know. You kind of glitched. I don't know if anyone else heard it, but because we were talking about what we got in us, I thought you just straight up said, "I got black in me."
Wow.
I mean,
I mean,
Okay.
it's pretty obvious. I don't really talk about the other mixes I have in my family.
Like that would be
we just
so
go with
weird. Like we're
Wow.
talking about actual countries.
No.
That's funny.
Well, if you
But
guys
I
want
wish
to
you
take
did say
notes,
that because
I'm
that
not
would be
gonna
funny.
discuss.
were you gonna say Natalie?
Well, I was gonna tell y'all a little bit about my family, but then I said I don't want to because I get embarrassed talking about it.
Come on, it's just us and the rest of the internet.
It's just the rest of the world listening.
Yeah, and everybody in Lithuania
yeah,
that listens
all
to
the
this
people
podcast.
in
Come on.
like Britain and like Australia.
They'll be
One
like,
small
well,
country,
now you just
Kazakhstan.
revealed what race I am, and now they know. They're like, ooh.
Everybody in Georgia.
Yeah.
And that was story time with Natalie.
Oh my gosh.
I know where
Okay.
she's from.
So,
Oh, you actually
on my mom's side, they are Dominican and Haitian because my grandpa was Dominican and Haitian, and my grandma was white Haitian because she had family from France. They were from like straight from France. And then on my dad's side, this is the part where it's just like we found out there was like a little bit of Asian heritage on that side. So yeah.
And now all these heritages funnel into you and make it all even Steven.
Hell yeah, brother.
That was forced.
That
I'm
was-
sorry.
Hold up.
so
Still not working.
See,
Oh,
this is why I don't like to talk about it. I just say I'm just black, and we'll leave it at that.
thank you, Natalie, for that.
I say the same thing.
Powerful.
Kevin, can you do the accent for me?
I'm not doing
What?
an accent.
Accent.
Please.
Let's please not be offensive in this show.
Wait.
I am not being offensive.
It's not offensive. He pulls it out sometimes.
Whoa.
The
pull it out.
accent,
My
the accent, the accent.
Oh no.
Accent. I'm just curious.
So back to even Stevens. The
No.
It is
actually had a
racist.
British
If no one knows what
accent.
he is, it is kind of racist.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, Ian
Why are we
Stevens.
talking about
How's that
racism
racism?
and pulling out shit?
All,
And...
all I wanted to say that I love that the Chinese cowboy is breaking the stereotype.
Bro,
Caesar, we don't know if he's Chinese.
how
We
is
don't
he
know.
Chinese?
We
He could be
don't know.
Japanese.
Okay,
He could be a Mexican from Texas as well.
He could literally be straight up American Indian, you know? It's the please
Exactly.
please don't just straight up say Chinese, just say Asian if anything.
The culturally ambiguous cowboy.
Yes, he's cowboy. I don't know why you keep bringing up his Asian culture. He probably only identifies as being a full blood American cowboy.
What what state are they from?
We were talking about this earlier. It's California,
California?
apparently, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but I clicked the wrong button. California. Something about that just seems off. You know, they don't look like people from California.
I disagree with that. They look like actors.
They do look like actors, and they go to a trip to Hawaii on a prank show with Uncle Joey, or Joey just shows up and just cut it out.
Wait, he was in that?
I'm drawing a blank.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Uncle Joey from Full House, if you guys full disclosure. He was the guy that was like on he was like I think he was actually the
The
show
producer?
producer. Yes, that's
Yeah.
what they
Good
call it.
Okay.
producer, creep host.
Dave Coulier.
Yeah, Coulier shows up and goes, "Cut it out."
I like the movie. The movie's really funny. Their
Oh,
older
watch
brother
the movie.
shows up in the movie, which he was not in these 2 episodes.
That's weird. Yeah, unless he went to college already.
Perhaps. I don't really think he was a regular cast member. I think he was just kind of that character that would show up every 4 episodes or so.
I mean, he's in the opening.
Is he? I mean, we are in season 3 in these 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Wonder when the movie must have been the last thing, right?
It was.
Before,
I
okay.
think so. I feel like it is.
Yeah, because the last
So,
episode,
like a lot of things happened in it.
season 3, aired on June 2nd, 2003, while the movie aired June 13th, 2003. So, like, literally 11 days later.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought the movie ended at the show's.
Was the movie in theaters or was it a decom?
I feel like it was a deep.
It was
Okay.
just a
Oh, it
decom.
was.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it was a decom because it was one. Yeah, it definitely was because it you know how all decoms start on like that one Friday night.
Yep.
So
Wait, was Lizzie McGuire movie? Sorry, off topic. Was that that was in theaters?
I
Yep.
think it went in movies because
It
actually
did.
if I can find
It
the
did.
DVD, I will let you know.
It went to theaters. I actually remember seeing the trailers for that in the theaters before the movie even came out.
Amazing.
That's a good movie. I think I like the movie more than the show too, for that one as well.
I was really excited for when they said they were bringing back the show. I was
Yeah,
And
what a
it didn't
letdown that
happen.
was.
So now I have to settle for How I Met Your Father. It's the closest thing I got.
Imagine if they brought Even Stevens back.
I don't know.
Um,
It'd just be about right.
Yeah, would it be like Child again or a
They
completely
would
different?
not. They would not touch Shia.
Yeah, they can't. That guy's insane.
Yeah, I don't see Disney Channel wanting Shia LaBeouf back. So, I'm sure Christy Carlson Romano would do it. In fact, fun story. I actually just remembered that in one of her YouTube videos that I've seen, she talks about how she first landed the role as Ren and Even Stevens. She talked about how when she was in the waiting room for the audition process, that was when she first met Anne Hathaway, who was also auditioning for the character. But she won it over Anne Hathaway.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. But then because Disney was working on a theatrical movie with Julie Andrews, they went to her and said like, "Hey, we kind of feel like you would be a good part for this role. So why don't you come and audition?" Where she met Anne Hathaway again, or at least I think she probably got too tied down by the Disney Channel where this show pretty much wouldn't really allow her the time to film actual movies. So either way, she wasn't in that movie, and Anne Hathaway still, of course, got the role. And look who bloomed into a big A-list actor. That's
So what you're telling me
yeah,
is what's her name? Christy Carlson Romano could have been in The Princess Diary, and Hannah Hathaway could have
Yeah.
been in Even Stevens. That's wild.
Yep.
That is wild. Oh.
She was talking about it in ways where I'm sure it's bitter and like it's ironic, you know, just that you won the first time with Even Stevens, but now you're not the big A-list actor that you could have been in The Princess Diaries. But she had no hate towards Anne Hathaway from what
Yeah.
she was saying. Of course, you know, Anne Hathaway is an amazing actress, let's be honest, and
Yeah.
they do look alike in certain ways where I understand why Disney Channel would pursue them both for these 2 roles. But it's what am I trying to say? I think she was also very pleased with her life on Disney Channel, especially like with Kim Possible. I think she cares about Kim Possible even more than she does about Even Stevens.
Yeah. Because like even like I care more about Kim Possible, and it's like Kim Possible, great A show.
Second that.
Yeah.
And I feel like she'd be really content with how her life's going. No one really cares necessarily about like the fame. So.
Yeah, you can't really get stuck on that. I mean, I know it's your career but you're also a child actor, so it probably wasn't the biggest thing for her to really stick to. I am not Christy Carlson Romano, and I'm not fully
Yeah.
remembering her videos. So if you want to go watch her YouTube channel, go ahead. I think it's just her full name, Christy Carlson Romano on YouTube. So
I know
check them out.
I stumbled upon her in one of her videos where she had Eric, what's his real name?
Who
Eric
was
from
also Runstoppable, yeah.
Unstoppable, and they were cooking the Nako.
Will Fridial,
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen that one. The Nako.
yeah. Like, oh crap, she even cooks now. I
It
stumbled
it
upon her.
actually looks painful to eat because it's just a tortilla with all these corn chips inside.
Yeah.
Like God, if you bite on it like a burrito, you're probably gonna like pinch the roof of your mouth. But Ron did create the Naco in Kim Possible that Bueno Nacho just ended up selling.
Oh, Cadet Kelly.
Guys
Oh
got
yeah, yeah.
quiet.
I'm looking through a TikTok right
You guys, the DComs honestly took over our childhood. Let's be honest.
now. Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah, of course.
The new release every Friday,
Yeah.
like a Friday night. You're really excited for that.
Listen, all I know is if I saw that kid doing that backflip in the air and like the one that does a jump that looks like a U with his Y with his legs, I'm like, it's about to go down.
Let's watch a Disney Channel movie. Yeah, there are so many good Disney Channel original movies out there. You got Rip Girls, You Wish, The Poof Point, and Full Court Miracle, and
Mm.
we reviewed all of them. Go check out our past
Don't sleep
episodes in our
on,
Disney Channel original movie theme.
Don't sleep on the Full Court Miracle. It's actually a
That's actually a banger.
clapper.
Peter,
clapper.
I don't like the ones you were listing when you have great ones like Twitches.
Oh, we did
Halloween
review Twitch.
Town.
Twitches.
We did watch Twitch.
We did not review Halloween Town.
13th year.
You had to think about that
We did
one.
not review We have not reviewed 13th Year as well, but that's also a damn good movie.
Octuplets? Wait, quadruplets?
Quince.
Quince.
Pride of Boogity.
Yeah.
Bride of Boogity was not a DCOM. It was a ABC film, I think. I don't know.
The movie that we should not speak of again.
The worst thing we ever
Alright.
reviewed, right?
I mean,
well,
Babes in Toyland exists.
No, Fastlane is worse than Babes in Toyland. What the hell are
Whoa,
you talking
whoa,
about?
no. Hold up. Wait, no, you do
Whoa,
not.
Babes in Toyland is not that
Babes in
far
Toyland
down,
takes
in
like
my
an hour and
opinion.
a half for it to be a Christmas movie. So I fight off on those words.
Well, Bride of Boogity was pretty awful. But I don't think I would rather watch Babes in Toyland. Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
wrong with you? No, I would prefer Jujitsu over Babes in Toyland.
Jujitsu wasn't a super terrible movie. It was just a nothing movie. You know, it's like it promises action, which I feel like it gave us, but I just can't remember anything that really was good and nothing too awful. It was there.
Can I cut in and just say I really did not know the like Disney Channel intro for DCOM. I, for the love of me, did not remember that it actually said words. I just thought there was like instrumental and they started doing backflips and they're like, okay, here's this movie.
You didn't know it
We
said
used the music for our intro during that DCOM month.
Yeah.
Let's watch a Disney Channel movie. We're gonna watch a Disney Channel movie.
brings me back.
I didn't want to play all of it because, you know, copyrights and whatnot. So, yeah.
Dang, Christy Carlson Romano, still very. I zoned out. I was looking at her.
You just
Look at social media.
That's funny.
There was one scene, I'm not sure if you guys remember it, for the second episode when Ren had told Beans, you know, little kid. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ren had told Beans, hey, you gotta distract the principal and that was in the
The
first episode, the Duke. So she can go get back Jane. And this man did the evolution of dance, and that was freaking hilarious. I love the way he was just dancing, doing the word. You hear hip hop
that was
music.
funny.
He started from Charlie Chaplin, made his way through the decades, going into the robot and then the worm.
Yeah.
I think the worm was the last straw for the Duke.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Duke, how could I forget that funny joke? When Twitty and Lewis were in their bedroom, like stretching their stomachs, getting ready to do the challenge of eating that giant ass hamburger. So they were stretching their stomachs and staring at each other in the mirror while doing it, and the Duke's daughter Jane walks in on them And of course she's impressed, and they're a little embarrassed, and Twitty's being all cool, and she introduces herself as, "My father's the Duke," and he goes, "Oh yeah, mine could be the same
I
way."
remember that joke.
That was so good.
That was.
Oh
I
my
remember as well.
That was a funny one. I noted that down. That was a funny joke. That really was.
Well, I really set the stage for that lead up to that joke. But yes, my father's a Duke. That was mine. Totally went over my head back in the day.
She even has a podcast
Oh, what? We definitely got Tiger.
too. Yeah.
All right, is there anything else from these two episodes that you must direly mention? Anything funny, anything stupid, anything silly and Willy and
We saw all of the friends in the lumberjack episode rather than just Twitty.
Twitty, Tawny, Lewis?
Connie was also a smarter character, but the dumb stuff. Good friend.
She was kind of like Lewis's best friend love interest, right? Like Twitty was
Yeah.
the best friend, but she was the girl best friend that, she had a crush on him or
will
something.
they, won't they kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that was more like touched in the actual movie.
But yeah,
I don't remember if anyone had that for Ren. Any will they won't they big crush thing for her. I can't remember.
it could have been her rival, the guy who
Oh.
I don't think so, but maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
she don't need no man. She's a career-driven woman.
She met someone on that island though in the movie. So
Spoiler.
and it was he actually warned her that they were all under this weird television show, right?
Oh, they were getting pranked, right?
Yeah. He tried to warn her because, he fell in love and he wanted to protect her. Like, you won't understand. I gotta tell you, if I really gotta be honest with you, because I really like you, I'm just an actor, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I remember now.
I'm here for the dollars.
Hmm.
We got any cinematics?
Oh, there was one thing I wanted to mention. And do you guys remember when the principal was driving in his red Corvette? Was that a red Corvette? I could be wrong.
The principal had a red.
I think it was a Mustang.
Mustang? Okay. In the background.
It was a convertible.
Okay. In that scene, they were playing like a song that sounded familiar. I was like, where have I heard that song before? I remember hearing that song when I was graduating, and it wasn't actually. It was a song that was by Prince, but wasn't actually by Prince. It was like literally same melody and everything, different words too. Almost like they're using a Prince song alike, which is really weird. I was just enjoying.
Redbone by Childish Gambino.
Oh, it wasn't me. No, it wasn't me that song.
I can't remember which song, but I'll take your word for it.
It was kind of. I forgot the name of the song, but I'll have you hear it later.
Okay. Should we move on to like C trivia if you have any?
Sure.
Is this gonna be production questions and how much the budget was?
Actually not. No, it's actually like not like kind of production questions, but not really. But we're kind of interested.
So we got some how well were you paying attention during the watch sort of questions?
Oh no, nothing like that. No. Like just the general questions about the series.
That is literally what I pitched to you if you were to in the beginnings of C trivia. It was like, oh, it'll be cool if you could test the knowledge of anyone who is truly watching and paying attention for the little Easter eggs. But you could just keep asking us about the damn budget that the titles kept going under, and oh my god, forget it. The Price is Right is Caesar's trivia game.
That's when my music gets changed to Price is Right music. Like, come on down, Peter. You're playing C trivia.
I'll look into briefcase number 14. Wait, no, that's Do or No Deal.
Oh, Peter, is it gonna be C or trivia? What's your deal or no deal? I love this silence.
Oh well, the science probably got cut.
Okay, are we ready for C trivia?
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, love the enthusiasm. Kevin, Nally, I know you guys agree too.
Yeah.
Welcome back to C Trivia.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay, we got 4 questions for everyone. 2 multiple choice and 2 true or false. Are we ready? You know, just ask you that.
If I win, do I have to
Oh.
input this in my tax files?
No, because you're not winning any, actual income or profit.
You'll have to fill out a 1099. Don't worry.
Or like, no, actually, no, sorry. The one for game show, I think it's 4M5945B. It could be that. I'll give you information afterwards. Okay.
I'm giving none of this to charity.
Wow. Okay. First question. So, as we know, the show took place in California, but
Apparently.
what city was the series based on? Was it A, Hollywood, B, Sacramento, C, San Diego, or D, Oakland? Let's start with Kevin.
I'm not gonna go with Oakland, just because I know where Oakland is. So I'm gonna go with Sacramento, because I think the mom was on the show Wake Up Sacramento. Let's go. Definitely wrong show, but let's get it.
Okay, Natalie.
I'm so sorry. I'm looking for a doctor. Can you restate that question?
So the show is based in California, but what city was the series based on? Was it A, Hollywood, B, Sacramento, C, San Diego, or D, Oakland?
I'm gonna go with Sacramento.
You should really eat an apple. Keeps the doctors away.
Thank you, Peter.
Okay, and
That's medical advice with Peter.
that was a segment. That was the health tip with Peter.
I am also gonna go with Sacramento.
Wow, you guys were really fans of Even Steven. It was Sacramento. Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, it's because I've been to Cali and I figured that Cali is it.
I'm gonna lie and say I went to Cali and I figured that out.
Wow. Okay, on to the next one. So when they first tested, when they were testing an episode of Even Steven, the first episode, they received positive reviews from test audience. True or false? When they first tested it, audience gave the show positive reviews. True or false? Let's start with Natalie.
I'm gonna go with false.
Okay, Peter.
I'm gonna go with false. I'm sure that claymation turned them away.
What is with you in the animation? My God.
If it's not Rudolph, Nightmare Before Christmas, or Corpse Bride, I think
Of course, it was later
think
on in
that's
life, buddy.
I think that's enough of claymation movies I'm okay with. I'm not sure, but anything else creepy, especially those other Christmas movies. They're creepy, the non-Rudolph ones.
So if anyone out there is up and coming claymation, Peter wants you to know what you're doing and not meet the high standard of the movie just said.
You're doing a shit job.
I know.
Claymation's awesome, and I understand the time and effort it really takes to do, especially if your claymation is like production quality is so high up there and the characters don't look creepy. And by creepy, like uncanny. Creepy as in Nightmare Before Christmas is fine, but yeah,
Borderline.
it's borderline weird. It's
Like I said, if you're doing claymation, up and coming person, Peter may not approve of it. Peter, Kevin, what's your answer?
I'm gonna go with true, because people like the claymation. Chicken Run is a real movie, and people like that movie. So there you go.
oh no, Chicken
Oh,
Run
yes.
was crazy.
Will you
Oh,
fucking-
I know
it's
it's
so
crazy.
demented
That's
and
why
dark.
that is why I'm bringing it up. There you go. That's my final answer.
Oh god, Chicken Run was
You
terrible.
gotta get Chicken Run.
No, I hate it. I remember when I saw that in theaters. God, that shit was scary.
Chicken Run, that has pretty decent claymation.
It is decent. I mean, I'm sure it's a good job, but like the movie itself was crazy.
I mean,
You know what it's about, right? Referring to the
Holocaust.
Yeah.
let's move on. Peter, Natalie, you both were right. Kevin, you were wrong, unfortunately.
Wow.
Haha.
Okay, on to the third one. So, which Disney Channel star auditioned to be Bean, but was not chosen for the role? We have 5 potential answers. Was it A, Shia LaBeouf, B, Orlando Brown, C, Dylan Sprouse, D, Kyle Massey, or E, Cole Sprouse? Let's start with Peter.
I'm torn. Wow. This is actually a little hard. I'm gonna cancel out Dylan and Cole. They were a little too busy with Friends, I'm sure.
Yeah. Wait, no, I thought it was one of them.
They're
you're right. That's
minors,
Cole.
so they usually switch them off.
No, I think only Cole was on Friends, but in
Didn't they also
Big
play
Daddy,
Full House?
no,
They were in
Big Daddy, right?
Big Daddy, yeah.
Both of them were
Yeah.
in Big Daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm canceling them out because that was also around the same time, I'm sure. Orlando Brown maybe, but
He was on Family Matters.
Kyle Massey maybe. I think Raven just started around this time, so that's a possibility. But you know what? I'm gonna go with Shia LaBeouf. I feel like he probably thought that was the role that fit him better, so I'm gonna go with Shia LaBeouf.
Okay, Natalie.
I kind of want to play devil's advocate and say Kyle Massey.
That's my second guess.
Kevin.
Oh no, because if I say Dylan, I'm also saying Cole.
Especially if they're minors and they both played the role, then sure. Well, you're right, but they get twins to save the money and shit, so they can record longer.
I'll take a 35-minute break. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Oh no.
Hey, he could. Okay, it's alright.
Actually, I will also play Devil's Advocate. I'll go with Orlando Brown, even though I feel like he'd be.
So, it was Kyle Massey. Kevin and Peter, you guys were wrong.
Dang, Natalie's in the lead.
I knew it.
Dang it!
Okay, the final question for tonight.
So we can tie with Natalie.
Unless she gets it right.
Kevin's already out.
Oh yeah, I lost.
Also, if you guys think I'm cheating, I'm not. I'm actually actively trying to look for a doctor.
Hello, I'm the doctor.
Doctor Who reference?
He probably knows the Duke. He probably knows the Duke of England. Or
No, he
she?
They?
We're still in the 13th Doctor, right? She hasn't regenerated. Okay, then she?
One day I'll catch him up.
And that has been the Doctor Who mini segment inside Mike segment. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, on to the fourth question. True or false? Even Stevens is the only live-action Disney Channel series from the 2000s to not have any tie-in merchandise. So that means like DVDs, novels, video games, anything like that. That's true or false. Let's start with Natalie.
I feel like it's false.
Okay, Kevin.
I'm gonna go with who? I remember there being a Hannah Montana video game. That's a Lizzie McGuire video. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, and Peter. Bless you.
So yeah, it sneaks. I don't know if that went through.
It kind of did. It did.
Yeah, sorry. Literally the pollen's getting me right. I'm gonna go with false because I'm pretty sure there actually is an Even Stevens video game for like Game Boy Advance. But if not that, there 1000% was an Even Stevens video game on DisneyChannel.com.
Oh, 100%. But I feel like it was
So, and you Caesar straight up said DVD. I'm sure there was a DVD collection for the series. If not, there absolutely was for the movie. So false.
Well. Kevin, unfortunately, Natalie and Peter, you were correct. Kevin, you were right.
Haha, suck it.
So
It took
We
you
need a-
so long to get one right, though.
we need to fact check this one.
Fact check it.
Okay, well, listen. I'm gonna say why. Because I feel like Evans would be harder to market compared to like Lizzie McGuire. She at least had like that like alter ego thing, cartoon. That's a and then that's what even had like Dating Adventure and Psychic.
And I get that, but I just thought that there was absolutely a video game out there.
Yeah, the show wasn't really popular. That's why they really weren't doing all the extra stuff. Like the Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah. Was it not popular? Is it just more of like nostalgia for people now? I thought it was good. I mean, it got a decom, right? So,
I mean, but everything.
well,
But I feel like it was just sort of a show that was excited. Like, hey, yeah, it's a new episode. It's a funny show.
I mean,
maybe there was no merch. I can't find anything.
so
At least I'm not looking hard.
you gotta look at your resources. So Peter, you said there were a Disney Channel game, like a flash game on their website. There actually
Yeah.
wasn't. Disney Channel. Even Stevens, the only Disney Channel series that did not have any like flash games on its official website.
Wow.
Well, there was a DVD for the movie that I do see,
And I
but I'll give it to you that that's the movie, not the show. All right.
tally up the score.
Natalie won. You don't have to tally
Natalie
up any
would have
score.
had a clean sweep, and she would have said true.
I won.
And Kevin and Peter, you guys were both tied.
Yeah,
Second
Yup.
place.
sir.
And that
Second place, first place.
has been C Trivia, sponsored by IHOP.
You guys suck. I'm a winner.
Damn, smack talking.
Hurt. Well, Arsenal.
You know, my nose is running right now. God.
You better go catch it.
Ah, I need a.
Allergies. Allergies.
I should probably get a thermometer because it's time for the scale. It has now come for that moment we've all been waiting for, the scale. The scale is a ranking of how we rate each of the titles we have reviewed in this theme, with the one we have watched today. So, going from our least favorite to our most favorite, how would you rank Even Stevens amongst Girl Meets World and Fastlane? Let's start with Kevin.
Let's fascinating. I feel like I'd be more in if I started from the beginning. I kind of watched the last 2 episodes. Oh crap! Someone's hacking the car, and then like parents like, oh, who are these people? Why are they investigating? Oh, that's their parents are not bad guys. And then the actual, and then Girls Meets World. Never liked the show.
Did you ever watch the episodes that I told you to watch?
Oh yeah, dude, that was
Really?
actually pulling teeth. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
you don't like how I talk about communism?
Dude,
Yeah.
Dude, one episode was capitalism and the next was
Yeah.
communism.
I know. I thought I was pulling teeth, bro. Although really didn't. So at number one,
Least favorite to
Number one.
your favorite.
yeah, least favorite. I'm gonna go with Girl Meets Fast One. Put it Fast One. Say that shit for the kids. But yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Natalie.
I'm gonna say that this one is probably well, I haven't seen Fastlane, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But
What are you doing?
This
Get out
What?
of here.
I literally watched it like 2 hours before we started this thing.
in my defense, I just haven't had the time. But I'm gonna rate Even Steven number 1, Meet Girl Meets World as number 2, and then Fastlane as number 3, just because I haven't seen it.
Caesar.
Well, my top 3 for these programs. Number 3 would be. I feel like Fastlane and Girl Meets World are both 2 shows trying to be something that they aren't. You got one that's like riding the legacy of a previous show that was really popular, and you got one that's kind of riding the legacy of a previous one that could have been it trying to be Herbie / like Knight Rider. But my number 3 would be Fastlane. It's a very silly show, I will say that. And it has its like it's like why you do that, and like that's really weird. And then it has I can see why a 10-year-old would laugh at it. And my number 2 would be Girl Meets World, because it did brought me back to Boy Meets World, and it had the life lessons in it. And it was entertaining at the same time. So my number 1 obviously would be Even Stevens. It's one of those classic childhood shows that I remember watching when I was 7-8 years old. And always kind of not. I don't hold in high regard, such as like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, or like That's So Raven. Those are like the top tier. Like I remember Friday nights watching the new episodes every week. I was committed. But Even Stevens, I can see why people enjoy that show, even though the beginning wasn't great, but it kind of got better as things went on. So Even Stevens is my number 1.
I understand what you mean there. Like for our range, I know you and I are the same age. So Even Stevens was there in our childhood, just like Lizzie McGuire. They were there. But they were just like so early on that, we were also watching, let's say, Playhouse Disney and Nick Jr. as well during that time. So if you have older siblings like I do, those are shows that you still watched, like Even Stevens and such. But when you're really like at the 8-year-old to 12-year-old level of watching Disney Channel, that's when those are your shows. And for us, that was like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana, That's So Raven. So I don't know if that's entirely what you meant, Caesar, but I understand that
exactly
in that
what I
way. But I do still really enjoy Even Stevens. Like I will still count it like in my time of Disney Channel. So for my ranking, from my least favorite to favorite, I'm gonna go with Fastlane because it sucks. If I was a 10-year-old, I would still say it sucks. I'm sorry. Then I'm gonna go with Even Stevens.
Whoa.
Because I don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the show a lot, but it's all comedy, which is not bad or anything, and I love the comedy in it. But sometimes I lean towards shows where they also try to educate and have very big messages in it. So, not saying Even Stevens didn't always have that. It's just, when we're really comparing to these 2 episodes that we just watched, none of that was really there. Girl Meets World would try to have that in every episode. I'm not defending Girl Meets World to the bone of being, like, the best show ever or anything. Because, I know the acting can be rough. I know the themes can be rough. But it's just like I keep saying, what the writers really tried to do, and how much I really feel like they did capture a lot of what the original best parts of Boy Meets World had. Like I said, they're just capturing the best parts of Boy Meets World, and I think that's pretty cool. Not all of those coolest stuff of Boy Meets World, but yeah. So Girl Meets World's gonna reign supreme in my ranking still. Weird,
Very
but
odd.
not so weird, I guess, if you really know me.
We do know you.
So for averaging it up, at the bottom we have Fastlane. Then second place we have Girl Meets World, and at the top we have Even Stevens. That is so far what we are doing. When we do the scale, that's kind of like our March Madness.
But it's April.
And it's probably May when we're releasing this, isn't it?
So we're a little behind then.
It'd be
Oh,
June. you
June.
never
Oh,
know.
yeah, too. Yeah.
Wait a minute, we're in March.
I mean,
oh, you're talking about for
of
April. Where it
recording,
is...
we are in March, but when this gets released, it could be in April, like, even May. Yeah.
Oh, so you took me for a second. Thinking we were in April. So I'm gonna go back and say this is
There
March
we go.
Madness, and it will happen for the rest of Review-O-Meter. So
There's been like ranked like all 30 programs we've seen against each other. Who reigns supreme?
yeah. Alrighty, I guess it's time to move on and go on to the plugs. So, does anyone have anything to plug? Natalie.
Always wash your hands.
Okay. Kevin.
Nothing really. You know, the usual. Honor to be here having me. Hope you actually get a dog one day. Let's put all those things.
Peter.
And tell your friends of Peter's dog.
Thank you. Please send your prayers that one day I will be gifted a glorious animal like a dog.
Always remember, adopt, not shop.
There you go. Caesar, can you tell everyone where they can listen to this podcast?
You can listen to the podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. And if you guys want, we're gonna do a little thing right here. If you guys want, tweet at us at Review-O-Meter without any of the hyphens. See what kind of dog Peter gets. Actually, just let us know what kind of dog you want him to get. Just tweet the name, the breed of the dog you want him to get. Yeah, just do it.
Yeah. Based
You
on
want me to-
Peter's voice, like what would you think
what we
Peter
get?
would want?
Just based
off his
on you
voice?
guys knowing him for the past 30-something episodes, just like guess what kind of dog would be best for him.
Here, I got you. I'll just put up a tweet now. So if you actually go to Twitter, you'll see a tweet that went live to whenever this podcast was uploaded, asking this question for you to respond
So yeah,
to.
tweet at us, or even message us on Instagram at Ewok Peter, because
Oh, please don't. Just stick to Twitter.
Peter's being very modest. He's a.
I can't promise if I'll answer that because I just never really check my messages on Instagram. But yeah.
But yeah, tweet at him. Mainly, okay, just tweet at him at Review-O-Meter without any of the hyphens to see what kind of dog he should get. Just what kind of dog.
Sure. That's
Yeah,
what we
just
want
do
to
that,
plug.
Yeah, and listen to our previous episodes. That 30-something plus. We have a lot of episodes there. You've been out for at least a year, and we show it with the 30 plus episodes we have out already. So
Is this our 30th
this would
episode?
be our at least
29th?
30.
No. Oh, 34th.
I believe 33.
Wow.
I could be 33. I could be wrong, but I think it's 33. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that goes with being said. Thank you, all of you, for being a guest in tonight's recording and sharing your reviews. As for me, yes, you can follow this show on Twitter at Review-O-Meter without headphones in the username. And you can follow me on Instagram at EwokPeter. That's just my own personal Instagram, nothing special for this podcast. I also have a YouTube channel where I upload these podcast episodes, amongst other things. If you enjoy the show, please go ahead and give us a like, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. It is the best way for other people to discover this channel. So, yeah, it would help us. It would definitely help us out. Not like we make money or anything, but just be nice if we can expand in our audience.
Before
Thank you.
Before we end tonight, I want to end it like this. Remember, tweet at us at Review-O-Meter to see what kind of dog he gets. And
many times do you have to say that?
remember, Peter likes that Figment popcorn ass. So remember if you have any of that, he's willing to buy one for a high value. Remember that. Tweet at him. He will buy your Figment ass.
And time for our sponsor, Figment Ass. Also, a sponsor. Thinking of something. What was one thing we mentioned earlier? I already forgot.
Eggo waffles.
And
Eggo waffles,
smells
pancakes
bad.
on a
IHOP.
stick.
Yeah.
IHOB. And be sure to drink your Ovaltine, kids. Thank you for listening to this podcast where we just reviewed the Even Stevens season 3, episode 12, the sloppy,
and episode
right?
13, Dirty Work.
Thank you. Part of our Disney Channel series on Disney Plus theme. And remember, if you don't carry Madame Zeroni up the mountain, you and your family will be cursed for all in eternity. Join us next time when we continue with our next review here at Review-O-Meter.
your no good, no good for nothing great
I'm
great
tired of this
grandfather.
grandpappy.
Fast food
Grandpa.
and bad.
You
I'll
keep
come back.
thinking.
I'm
Y'all come
tired of
back, you hot
grandpa.
doggers.